Hello, my dear friends. Have you ever felt that sharp pain in your knee when standing up from a chair? Or that dull, aching discomfort when climbing the stairs? If so, you're not alone. For many people between the ages of 50 and 75, knee problems, especially something called knee osteoarthritis, are more than just an inconvenience. They affect everything: walking, sleeping, even enjoying time with family. This condition happens when the cartilage in your knee, the smooth padding that lets your bones glide easily, begins to wear down. With age, past injuries, or years of heavy use, this padding gets thinner. When it's gone, the bones in your knee start to rub against each other. That friction causes pain, swelling, and stiffness. Doctors often prescribe painkillers or injections, but those are just temporary. Long-term use can hurt your stomach, liver, or kidneys. Surgery might help, but it's expensive and carries risks, not something we want unless absolutely necessary. So, what can we do? Is there a gentler way to support our knees? Something safer, more natural? That's what I want to share with you today. And it starts with a remarkable story from a Japanese doctor who lived to be 105. Dr. Shigaki Hilohara was no ordinary doctor. Born in 1911, he lived to the amazing age of 105, staying active, sharp, and full of life right until the end. But what made him truly special wasn't just his long life. It was how he cared for his patients and the natural secrets he shared. He often said, "Nature gives us what we need if we know how to use it." One of his most loved recommendations was a simple habit: drinking 3 specific types of natural beverages each day. These weren't medicines, they were made from ingredients you could find in your kitchen or garden. Dr. Hilohara believed these drinks helped keep the joints flexible, reduced inflammation, and made movement easier, even for elderly people with painful knees. And today, I'm going to pass on that wisdom to you, just as he did to his patients. Let's explore the first one together. It might surprise you how something so simple can be so powerful. Now, let me tell you about a warm, comforting drink that does more than just soothe the soul. It's a special tea made from 3 natural ingredients: ginger, turmeric, and honey. This combination has been used for generations, not just in Asia, but in many parts of the world, to relieve joint pain, boost circulation, and reduce inflammation. Let's start with ginger. You probably already use it in your kitchen. It adds flavor to meals and helps with digestion. But did you know it's also a powerful anti-inflammatory? Ginger contains compounds like gingerol and shogal, which work in the body much like pain relief medication. In fact, some studies show ginger can be as effective as naproxen, a common anti-inflammatory drug, but without the unpleasant side effects on the stomach or liver. Then we have turmeric, the golden root. The magic inside turmeric is called curcumin. This natural compound fights inflammation, acts as an antioxidant, and helps reduce the damage caused by free radicals. Many people with arthritis or chronic knee pain find that turmeric helps them feel less stiff and more mobile. And of course, honey. Besides making the drink taste delicious, honey brings its own healing benefits. It contains flavonoids and enzymes that support the immune system and help calm inflammation. It also balances out the strong taste of ginger and turmeric, making the tea smoother and more enjoyable to drink. So, how do you make this healing tea at home? It's simple. You'll need about 3 to 5 grams of fresh ginger, the same amount of fresh turmeric, or about half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and 1 to 2 teaspoons of pure honey. First, wash the ginger and turmeric thoroughly. Peel the skin, then either crush them slightly or slice them thin. Place them in a pot with around 300 milliliters of water and let it gently simmer for about 10 minutes. This allows the beneficial compounds to fully infuse into the water. Once done, let the tea cool to about 40 degrees Celsius, just warm to the touch. Then strain out the ginger and turmeric pieces and add the honey. Remember, never add honey while the water is still boiling hot, because high temperatures can destroy its helpful enzymes. When's the best time to drink it? Ideally, first thing in the morning, especially on an empty stomach. This helps your body absorb the anti-inflammatory compounds better and gives your circulation a healthy boost to start the day. You can also drink a second cup in the afternoon if your knees feel particularly stiff or sore. Some of Dr. Hilohara's elderly patients swore by this tea. They said after just a couple of weeks, their knees felt warmer, less tight, and much easier to move. And because all three ingredients are natural, it's safe for long-term use. Just be mindful if you're on blood thinners or have specific medical conditions. Always talk to your doctor if you're unsure. What's truly beautiful about this tea is that it's not just medicine, it's also a small act of care for yourself. A moment of calm, warmth, and healing. And sometimes, that's exactly what our joints need the most. Now, if you're ready, let's move on to another powerful natural drink, one that's not only soothing, but also quite refreshing. Imagine sipping on a cool, slightly sweet drink that not only refreshes your body, but also nourishes your joints from the inside. That's exactly what this next natural remedy offers, a soothing mix of basil seeds, known as hat A, and perilla leaves, latia to. While it might sound simple, the combination is packed with nutrients and compounds that support joint health in a very unique way. Let's begin with hat A, or as some people call it, sweet basil seeds. When you soak these tiny black seeds in water, they swell up and form a soft gel-like coating. This gel acts as a natural lubricant in your digestive system, and interestingly, it can play a similar role in your joints. It supports joint fluid production, which helps your knees move more smoothly and reduces the grinding feeling that comes with cartilage loss. But that's not all. These seeds are rich in soluble fiber, calcium, magnesium, and iron, all essential for bone and joint strength. And because they absorb water and expand, they also make you feel full and hydrated, helping maintain a healthy weight, which, as you know, is key to relieving pressure on your knees. Now let's talk about perilla leaves, or latia to. These beautifully fragrant leaves contain powerful plant compounds like perolaldehyde, limonene, and rosmarinic acid. What do these do? They help reduce inflammation, calm joint pain, and even lower levels of uric acid, which is especially helpful for those dealing with gout or joint swelling. Perilla also has a gentle calming effect on the body, helping to ease stress and improve digestion. In traditional medicine, it's been used to relax muscles and support circulation, both important for aging joints. So how do we prepare this wonderful drink? Here's what you'll need. 1 to 2 teaspoons of basil seeds, a handful of fresh perilla leaves, washed thoroughly. Step 1. First, soak the basil seeds in 100 to 150 milliliters of water. Let them sit for at least 10 to 15 minutes until they swell up and form a soft white gel around each seed. Step 2. While the seeds are soaking, take your clean perilla leaves and gently crush or tear them. Boil them in 500 milliliters of water for about 5 minutes. The water will turn a soft purple or greenish color, depending on the leaves. Step 3. Strain the perilla water to remove the leaves, then mix it with the soaked basil seeds. You can enjoy it as is, or enhance the flavor with a teaspoon of honey, a little rock sugar, or even a few drops of lemon juice for a slightly tangy twist. The lemon not only adds flavor, but also brings out a lovely pinkish purple hue. This drink is best enjoyed twice a day, about 200 to 250 milliliters each time, ideally 30 minutes after breakfast and dinner. It's gentle on the stomach and calming to the nerves, making it a pleasant part of your daily routine. Some elderly friends have told me that after a couple of weeks, they noticed less stiffness in the mornings and fewer nighttime aches. They felt lighter, more mobile, and more in control of their movements. Isn't it amazing how nature can offer such elegant solutions? No chemicals, no side effects, just pure healing nourishment? Now, for our final natural drink, we're going to look at something deeply traditional, yet incredibly relevant today. It's a humble mushroom, soaked overnight to create a tonic that may change how your knees feel entirely. Picture this: a quiet morning, the sun just beginning to rise, and on your table sits a cup of warm, light brown water. It doesn't look like much, but inside that cup is something surprisingly powerful: shiitake mushroom soak water. A simple drink, yes, but one that gently supports your joints, reduces discomfort, and gives your knees the nutrients they've been waiting for. This isn't a trend or a miracle cure. It's a long-standing natural remedy, especially appreciated in parts of Asia for its calming and restorative properties. And it's now gaining attention worldwide, particularly among seniors who want to age with grace and comfort. So, why shiitake mushrooms? To start with, shiitake mushrooms are a rich source of vitamin D, and that matters. As we get older, our bodies naturally produce less vitamin D, especially if we're not spending much time in the sun. But this vitamin is absolutely essential. It helps our bodies absorb calcium, keeps bones strong, and maintains the health of the cartilage that cushions our joints. Without enough of it, our knees may become stiff, weak, and more prone to injury. But there's more. Shiitake mushrooms are loaded with B vitamins like B2, B5, and B6, along with important minerals such as zinc, copper, and manganese. These nutrients all play a role in repairing cartilage, reducing inflammation, and supporting the tissue that surrounds the joints. What really makes shiitake mushrooms stand out, though, are two natural compounds, lentinan and beta-glucan. These aren't just fancy names, they're powerful immune regulators. They help bring down chronic inflammation, which is one of the biggest culprits behind joint pain and stiffness. Think of them as peacekeepers for your immune system, calming down the overreactions that make knees ache and swell. And here's something you might not expect. Shiitake mushrooms also have a mild alkalizing effect on the body. That means they help neutralize excess uric acid, a substance that can build up in the joints and trigger intense pain, especially for those dealing with conditions like gout or arthritis. So how can you bring all of these benefits into your daily life? It's incredibly easy. Here's what you'll need: 3 to 5 dried shiitake mushrooms, about 300 milliliters of warm water, around 40 to 50 degrees Celsius. How to prepare? 1. Quickly rinse the dried mushrooms under cool water to remove any dust. Place them in a clean glass or bowl and add 300 milliliters of warm water. Let them soak for 6 to 8 hours or overnight. If you're short on time, use slightly hotter water, around 60 degrees Celsius, and soak for 1 to 2 hours. 4. In the morning, drink the soaking water. It'll have a mild, savory flavor, almost like a light broth. 5. And don't throw away the mushrooms. They'll have softened beautifully. Slice them and add them to your lunch or dinner, soups, stews, stir-fries, anything you like. Start with 1 cup each morning, ideally on an empty stomach. If you have extra joint pain that day, a second cup in the afternoon can help ease discomfort. It's gentle, easy to digest, and safe for most people. Just remember to check with your doctor if you're on medication or managing other health conditions. Over time, many older adults report real results from this quiet habit: less stiffness in the knees, less aching at night, better range of motion. It won't work overnight, but with consistency and patience, the benefits begin to show. Sometimes the best remedies are the ones that ask very little of us. Just a bit of warm water, a few dried mushrooms, and a willingness to care for ourselves day by day. And now, with this final drink, we've completed our trio of natural allies. The ginger, turmeric, and honey tea to warm and soothe. The basil seed and perilla leaf water to hydrate and cool. And the shiitake mushroom soaked to nourish, repair, and restore. Simple, natural, and lovingly made. These are the daily rituals that help our knees carry us forward with strength and ease. Now that we've explored those powerful natural drinks, let's take a step back and gently look a bit deeper into what's actually happening inside our knees when they hurt. Our knees are remarkable joints. They carry our body weight, help us walk, sit, stand, climb stairs, and stay steady on our feet. To do all of that smoothly, they rely on two things: cartilage, the smooth cushion between the bones, and joint fluid, the slippery liquid that helps everything glide without friction. But as we age, that soft cartilage begins to wear down. Injuries, overuse, or even just time can lead to tiny cracks, rough patches, and thinning of this cushion. At the same time, our bodies start producing less joint fluid. So instead of bones moving easily, they begin to rub against each other, and that's when the pain, stiffness, and swelling begin. This kind of wear and tear is called osteoarthritis, and it's one of the most common reasons older adults feel discomfort in their knees. It doesn't just hurt physically, it can make daily activities difficult and even affect your mood. But here's the good news. With a few daily habits, supportive nutrition, and gentle care, we can often slow this process and sometimes even ease the pain altogether. So now you know 3 simple drinks that could change the way your knees feel each day. The ginger, turmeric, and honey tea to calm inflammation and ease stiffness. The refreshing mix of basil seeds and perilla leaves to support joint lubrication and reduce uric acid. And the gentle, earthy shiitake mushroom soak water, rich in nutrients to nourish your bones and protect your cartilage. These aren't complicated solutions. They're natural, safe, and easy to make right at home. More importantly, they represent something deeper, the choice to take care of your body a little more each day, to move with less pain, to walk a little farther, to sleep better at night. If this video helped you, please give it a like, subscribe to Health Vibe 365, and share it with someone you care about. Let's spread these gentle remedies to everyone who needs them. Drink these regularly. Be kind to your knees. And remember, you deserve to feel well, to move freely, and to enjoy every step of life. Here's to stronger joints, better days, and a life full of ease. Take good care.